Hello everyone, how are you? Today I'm covering, you know what, wait, 1 second. There, that's much better. Now you can hear me properly. Anyways, as I was saying, today I'm covering the haunting history of Black Star Canyon. Black Star Canyon is located in Orange County, California, and is considered to be one of the most haunted hiking trails in the United States because of the messed up history, which you will soon learn. I actually visited it last year, and there were some creepy moments. That's not good!
We took three people out there in helicopter today.
Really? Is there a spirit here today? What the? Do you see that? That video of me visiting it will come out next week. But anyways, let's get into it. The first event was a Native American massacre in 1831, with a few versions of how it went. The more exaggerated story is that some local ranchers had their horses stolen by some Shoshone thieves. A man by the name of William Wolfskill led the ranchers into the canyon to find the thieves. They found the horse thieves at a campfire, eating the flesh of the horses, as well as what was presumably human flesh, although that part is not confirmed. The ranchers then massacred the thieves and desecrated their remains. Now, the more likely story I found, and honestly more cruel, is that the Shoshone people never stole the horses, but the ranchers believed they did, and tracked them back to their tribe, and massacred almost everyone there as revenge. The exact details are not completely known, but a massacre of natives did occur there. The next major event was the founding of the Black Star Coal Mining Company by August Witt in 1879. This is where the canyon got its name. The operation ran until the early 1900s, and there are still abandoned mines around the area. Moving on to 1899 is one of the most famous stories from Black Star Canyon, the Hidden Ranch murder. Hidden Ranch was owned by Henry Hungerford and George M. Howard. A man by the name of James Gregg paid pasturage for the land. Essentially, he rented the land. On June 8th of 1899, James, Henry, and George had a dispute about owed debts. George owed James $10 for a horse trade, and James owed $17.50 on a pasturage bill. So, James offered to pay $7.50. Seemed like a fair deal, right? And back then, $7.50 was not small change. That was about $277 in today's American money. Unfortunately, George and Henry weren't having it, and Henry fatally shot James the next morning. Henry was convicted, but unfortunately had his trial dismissed due to lack of evidence. Henry escaped with murder.
Pause real quick. So I was looking for pictures for this murder, but I found the report, and the guy named George looks like he wasn't part of it, and it's actually Luther Hungerford. So I don't know if the site I was using had its info wrong or something, but this looks like the more real thing that happened. So yeah.
After this, nothing too crazy happened for a while, besides some mining operations at Blue Light Mine in the nearby Silverado Canyon. This mine will be the site of a later incident after it was abandoned. February 25th, 1969. For that month of February, Orange County experienced excessive rainfall at about 7 inches per day. This caused quite a lot of flooding. Unfortunately, a mudslide fell onto the Silverado Fire Hall, which was sheltering people who lost their homes from the flooding. This ended up killing between 7 and 11 people, depending on the report. Now, this next historical event doesn't have any actual dates or a solid story of events, but it did happen. In the 1970s, a local school bus carrying children either to or from school ended up losing control and crashing into the canyon, killing everyone on board. The bus remained in the canyon until 2013, when it was removed. Now, onto some more modern news of the canyon. On July 3rd of 2001, 2 men and 3 boys of the Los Traviesos crew were drinking and indulging in drug use in Black Star Canyon and ended up beating 2 teenage boys and violating 2 teenage girls. Luckily, they were arrested. On June 24th of 2002, brothers Nicholas and Glenn Anderson, as well as an unnamed friend, were exploring the abandoned Blue Light Mine, mentioned earlier. The mine was flooded, and the brothers ended up swimming past the flooded area, while their friend stayed behind. Now, often in caves and abandoned mines, there is very poor air circulation. This leads to what is known as dead air, which is usually high in carbon dioxide and low in oxygen. Normally, oxygen makes up 21% of the air, but in the area past the flooded section, oxygen levels were recorded at only 4%. Unfortunately, this is what the brothers experienced and died from the lack of oxygen. In 2005, a landslide hit a market and a house in Silverado Canyon, killing a 16-year-old girl. This occurred near the 1969 mudslide mentioned earlier. I couldn't find exact dates on that one. And most recently, on September 9th of 2013, a 16-year-old was in a fatal car crash on Santiago Canyon Road on the way to Black Star Canyon. Alright, that was a brief history on the canyon and some tragic events. These events were very real, but now let's get on to the paranormal aspect of Black Star Canyon. Something interesting I found out is that the Santa Ana mountain range, which Black Star Canyon is a part of, is mainly composed of limestone. Apparently, limestone is known to absorb and release electromagnetic and psychic energies. So it is thought that the limestone is what traps the spirits in the canyon and holds their energies here. There are many ghost sightings around the canyon, usually going off the description of the many people who have died here. Often seen are apparitions wearing indigenous clothing, probably from the 1831 massacre, or the spirits of the children who have died in the bus crash in the 1970s. Strange noises at nighttime have been reported, including disembodied voices, the sound of drumming, chanting, and weeping. Another interesting spirit that is rumored to be at the canyon is La Llorona. If you don't know the story of La Llorona, essentially, she caught her husband cheating on her, and in a fit of rage, she drowned her 2 children, then killed herself. Her spirit is referred to as the Weeping Woman, because her spirit mourns and searches for her children. You know, which she killed. This is the most common story of La Llorona, although there are a few different renditions of it. The Black Star Canyon version of her apparently resides in a well, and appears with the head of a horse. And I actually saw the well on my visit. This is fenced off, but I'm pretty sure that's the well they're talking about. But this one does seem like a stretch though, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, besides paranormal activity, Black Star Canyon is said to be unnaturally silent and dark at night. From my visit, I can confirm that it was pretty scary. There is also supposedly a rancid scent when there is ghost activity nearby, which I had smelled on my visit. It suddenly smelled like sulfur in an area, but quickly disappeared. Although I can't be sure if it was something paranormal or my friend farting and blaming it on a ghost. Now, the next section will make you question why I even decided to stay at Black Star Canyon after dark. Black Star Canyon is said to be the location of many after dark rituals from a few different groups. The first, and honestly least believable, is the Illuminati. Yes, that Illuminati. There is some actual evidence of this, such as information on an individual named Pindar. But this information could easily be faked, exaggerated, or misinterpreted. It is also said to be the place of satanic cult rituals. There have been sightings of unexplained fires and chantings, and some reports of hooded figures. Someone had even claimed they stumbled upon a ritual sacrifice. Don't worry guys, it was probably just me and my friends doing a ghost hunt.
Wait, is there something over there? Can you check over there? I heard breaking.
Other hikers have reported finding satanic imagery, used candles, and animal bones. I feel like animal bones would be common on a nature trail though. Anyways, clan activity has also been reported. White supremacist rallies are rumored to occur at night due to some presumed racially charged incidents that have historically occurred in the area. Hikers have reported seeing this a few times. Honestly, this is probably the scariest thing to encounter at night in a canyon. I'd take a ghost encounter over a clan encounter any day.
Thanks to the fools in Congress and
Don't worry though, no shady after dark rituals have been seen by organized night tours. So, all these are likely just rumors and not actually events that occur. There are a lot of other things that people have claimed to see in the canyon though. Things which are far from ordinary. Besides ghosts and ritual activity, cryptid and UFO sightings have also been reported. The first cryptid that is reported to reside in the Santa Ana Mountains is Santiago Sam. Hey, that's my name. Santiago Sam is a Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, that has been sighted 4 times by rangers. The fact that it was reported by actual rangers concerns me a bit, because they know all the animals up there. Sam is reported to stand at 5 foot 2 inches tall, with a 20-inch footprint being reported. That just sounds like a hobbit to me. He seems a little short for a Sasquatch. I don't really believe that there's a Bigfoot running around Black Star Canyon, and I think it's more likely Santiago Sam sightings were black bear sightings when they were walking around on their hind legs, since that's roughly the same size. Another cryptid sighted there are black star waddlers. They are said to stand at only 2 feet tall and are dark in color, with a distinct waddle to their walk. There have been multiple sightings since 1995. I feel like those might be mistaken identity for like a raccoon or something. I kind of find it hard to believe there's a little 2-foot thing walking around. Like, I know I was talking about ghosts earlier, but this is where I draw the line. And last but not least, are UFO sightings. There's a very clear view of the sky and stars in Black Star Canyon. Many have said to see mysterious, flashing lights and fast-flying objects overhead. Maybe the witnesses saw a plane or satellite or something. I don't really know. A little mysterious, but that's what have been reported. That's it for the strange sightings. I'm a bit of a skeptic about these things, though. I don't really think there's UFOs or little waddly people around Black Star Canyon. Santiago Sam, maybe he's an escaped chimpanzee or something, who knows. But anyways, that is all the information I have on Black Star Canyon. If you want to see me visit it and do a ghost hunt, that video comes out next week. It may already be up if this video is old. If you are curious about Black Star Canyon, I linked my sources in the description. But that is it for today. Please like the video and subscribe for more. Bye bye!